Hey everybody, it's Michael from GetFitOver40.com, and today's video is really a question of should I switch to Wear OS running something like this TicWatch Pro 3 here. It's the TicWatch Pro 3 GPS. I've been using the Garmin Fenix 5X here for almost a year. I've been very happy with this watch, and so you might wonder, why in the world would I switch if I'm super happy with what I'm already using? Well, to be honest, I kind of like tech. I kind of like playing around with new watches. I like to try new stuff. As a fitness coach, a lot of my clients have different products, different fitness trackers, different watches. So being able to use some of the different ones and try them out myself helps me understand what they're going through sometimes when they're having technical issues or trying to pair stuff or get things to sync properly. Now, I've used Garmin watches in the past. I've used Apple watches. I've used Amazfit watches. I've even had Polar watches, and I've even used the Samsung Galaxy series of fitness watches. I say fitness watches, but they're fitness/smart watches. And many of these watches can lean to one side or the other. So in the case of the Garmin watches, they tend to lean a little bit more towards fitness. Stuff like Wear OS or Wear OS watches, Galaxy watches, those type, they kind of do both, but I would say they lean almost more towards a smart watch. You might ask what the difference is. Well, smartwatches tend to have more features in terms of adding apps to them, integrating with phone support, so being able to communicate with the phone better, get all your notifications, reply to them. Oftentimes you can answer phone calls right on your watch, talking to your watch, things like that. And then fitness watches are a little more simple. They'll give you notifications and things. Sometimes you can kind of auto reply with some sort of an icon or emoji. But generally speaking, you're not going to be able to answer your phone on your watch and talk into it. But it will support the sports stuff, all the tracking of steps and GPS and swimming and triathlons and all kinds of stuff really, really well. And that's what the Garmins are known for. They're a really great outdoor sport watch. They're super durable, super water resistant. And it's going to be tough to decide what I want to do here. Now, the reason why I picked the TicWatch Pro 3 GPS, this watch right here, see if I can get this to kind of come on. Oh, get that out of there. Is because for the money, it's got a lot of value. It has one of the fastest processors. It's got a really nice screen. It's actually a dual screen. So you have this OLED screen, and then as you can see there, it kind of switched back to the LCD screen. The LCD screen, not sure if you can see it, but there's a little bit of it's very faint, but you kind of reflective, trans-reflective. It does have a backlight if you need it. But that screen uses very low power. This watch can run for almost 3 days, which is really good for a Wear OS type watch, smartwatch. Now the Garmin's going to be able to run as much as a week, 5 days to 7 days, because it's a different type of screen. You'll notice it's not nearly as bright, right? Different type of screen. This is a trans-reflective screen with a backlight. Totally different screen systems. And again, the smartwatch, the Wear OS watch, it's integrated with my Android phone very well. You can use them with Apple phones. There might be a few things you can't do on an Apple phone, but the Wear OS system is working much better these days with Apple phones than it did in previous years. But to be honest, at the end of the day, what I need to be able to do, let me get this open here. Of course, it's not going to work. There it is. What I need to do at the end of the day is to be able to track my fitness really well. If I can't do that, then I'm not going to switch to a Wear OS watch, because fitness tracking is super important to me. Just as important, if not more important, than smartwatch capabilities. So I've only had the TicWatch Pro 3 for a day, and I've been able to play around with it a little bit. Now what I've done is I've got my Garmin app going here, and I'm using my Garmin watch at the same time as I'm using my TicWatch Pro 3. I'm doing tracking at the same time because I know what to expect with the Garmin watch. I know how many calories I burn doing certain activities, and I want to find out if the TicWatch can perform in a similar way and be able to give me a similar calorie count that I can trust, that I know is accurate. Because if it's not accurate, if it's giving me either too many calories or too few calories, then I can't depend on it giving me an accurate number, so that I can track how many calories I need to eat to either maintain or lose weight or gain weight, depending on what I'm trying to do at the time. So we're going to look at a couple walks here. I've got 2 walks this morning. The first walk here was the earlier one here. So we're going to click on that and take a look at it. And you can see I burned 179 calories with a distance of almost 1.6 miles. And you can see the map here. Now I'm going to show you what I did is I used this app right here to record it. And this is the actual TicWatch app. Exercise. And we're going to look at this one right here, this walk right here, outdoor walk. And you can see the calories were quite a bit higher, 299. The distance is the same, the duration. The map is the same, so the GPS map looked really good. Now, what I also did is I synced this app, the TicWatch app, to my Google account and brought that same workout into my Google account. So we're going to take a look at it. So this is the walk right here. So when I go from the TicWatch app into Google, it's still crossing those calories over. It's showing me all my heart rate data and everything else, showing me steps and all those things, but it did work well. So what's the other option I can do here? Well, I've got a walk where I actually recorded it using the Google Fit app. So I have Google Fit on my TicWatch, and you can see here that the calories are more in line with what really is taking place. So 189 with 1.6 miles. If I compare that to the Garmin workout, which is this one right here, same walk. So we have 173 calories, 1.59 miles distance, right? So very similar. They're very, very close. That's close enough for me. So if I use the Google Fit app, which is the app on here, so I can go down and use the same app. It's on here. I've got different versions of apps. So I've got the Google Fit app, wherever the heck it is. I can't remember now. So there it is, Fit workout. So if I click on this little running guy, that will put me into Google Fit. Or I could use the actual Tic apps. So you have, where is it now? Tic exercise is like Google Fit. So I could click on that, and I could either record the walk using the Tic exercise, or I can use the Google Fit app. And what I found in my tests, oh, there's my wife sending me a text. What I found is that when I'm using the Google Fit app, it does track the calories more accurately. So that's what I'll do. Now I can also sync my Google Fit to other applications like MyFitnessPal, whereas the Tic applications don't sync directly to MyFitnessPal, but they do sync to the Google app, which is kind of like Apple Health. So I can actually use Google Fit similarly as what I would do with Apple Health, and it's sort of your resource center that accumulates all of your data. Most of your apps will communicate with Google Fit, like your scales and different things, and whatever you're using that's fitness related will all pull its data into there. And then you can share that with other applications like MyFitnessPal or whatever you want to share it with. I just want to quickly show you around this TicWatch just so you get an idea of sort of what you can do. So you've got these little tabs here, which are like quick tabs. If you want to actually, have things that you want to quickly access, like your recording, little timer thing there. There's my heart rate. There's my, this is on Google Fit information. No, sorry, that's the Google Fit, and this is the Tic fitness one. So I've got both of them so I can see what's going on, tell me my steps and everything. So all of these apps count the steps and all of that. There's a temperature, right? Things like that. Okay, what's going on here for calendar. And if I go to this way, you've got your Google Assistant, right? So I can talk into Google Assistant. If I go, you can scroll up and down. So back, if I go up, then I've got all my text notifications. Pretty cool. If I go down, then I have my system stuff that I need to get to if I want to go to my system. It's all there. So very easy to use. If I push this button here, then I can get to my applications. Very, very simple watch to use, and hit it back. So essentially, you go that way and you go back. This way goes this way. If I want to open up a quick shortcut, I can hold this down real quick. And this one goes right to Google Fit, which is the app I'll probably be using the most. And you might wonder why I'm planning on using Google Fit the most. Well, the reason I want to use Google Fit is because it seems to track calories a little bit more accurately, as I was showing you there. And the other thing you can do with Google Fit, let me show you, is you can go into the system settings and you can actually attach a Bluetooth sensor. So I can attach a heart rate monitor. So a heart rate monitor is not system-wide on here. So if I want to attach a heart rate monitor to the watch, you have to do it through certain apps. Not all apps will let you do that. And the TicWatch app, it doesn't let you do that. So at least at this point in time, it doesn't. And the fact that the Google Fit seems to be more accurate in terms of calorie counting, it's probably the way I'm going to go. And also when I do my workout, I'm going to want to use a heart rate monitor. It'll probably be more accurate. I'm going to try the built-in heart rate monitor on here. It is very good. It does seem to be pretty accurate so far. But for doing workouts, typically heart rate chest strap monitor is the most accurate way to go. All right, hopefully I've been able to explain some of the reasons behind this possible switch. Maybe you're interested in doing something similar. You're not really sure what watch you want to use for what reason. What's more important, is a smartwatch with all the cool stuff you can do with a smartwatch more important than a more strict fitness watch? I don't know. You're going to have to decide what you want to do. What's most important to you? Hopefully this video helped. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, take care.